Rest. In the so-called bygone years, it's probably true that a royal tour to this country generated more buzz than any international rock star could muster. But when the Queen arrives in Canberra on Wednesday, indications are that it will be a fairly muted affair. Danny Isdale discovered these days it's harder for royals to pull a crowd.
They were fascinated and thrilled at the idea that the sovereign came here.
I am proud indeed to be at the head of a nation that has achieved so much.
1954 was a different planet as far as Australia is concerned.
Over 57 years, the Queen has changed considerably, and so have we.
I didn't even know she was coming.
So you won't be planning to go to any of the events that they're going to hold for the day?
No, definitely not. No, probably not, because I'll be working.
I admire the Queen, but I don't know whether I'd actually go out of my way to go and view her.
For the royalist, it'll be good fun. And do you think you'll make the effort to go and catch a glimpse of her? No, wouldn't be that interested.
I might make an effort, depending if I've got the time.
Her 16th visit will be nothing like her first.
There were great set pieces in public spaces for her to see and be seen.
The Royal Australian Historical Society calls it a defining moment.
What did people get out of it? What did they take away from meeting the Queen?
I think the personal pleasure of having seen their monarch. Every school had the bus and off they went to wherever the Queen was going to be. And it was planned very carefully so that that would occur.
Over 2 busy months, she stopped in 7 capital cities and 70 country towns, travelling 16,000 kilometres by air on 33 flights and more than 3,000 kilometres by road.
I read somewhere that during the 54 tour, something like 75% of the population had caught a glimpse of her by the end of...
That'd be right, because it was quite a tour.
With quite a lot of adoring children.
The logic would be that she would have greatest resonance then in the population 60 plus. The problem is that the vast majority of Australians are under the age of 60.
And over the second half of the century, we became more diverse.
Sure, there's still an Anglo majority in Australia, English, Irish, Scottish, Australian-born, if you like, but introduced into that were very strong Mediterranean influences, Greeks, Italians, more recently, of course, Indians, Chinese, Vietnamese. So there is a shift in the ethnic composition who don't have that connectivity to the English monarchy, if you like. When you look at the crowds, they strike me as quite Anglo faces still. So I don't think we're seeing the full extent of modern Australia in the people that actually turn up.
These days, celebrity seems to be the new royalty.
We're probably more likely to see Oprah, if you like, than the Queen. There will be a lot, and a lot of flag waving, a lot of patriotic Australians, but she won't cause the complete pandemonium that she caused in 1954.
It's going to be quite a triumphant occasion because we're literally seeing the end of an era.
Her Majesty is still an obsession of Aussie women's magazines, though lately she's had a bit of help.
The Queen's popularity has changed significantly in the last 18 months. I think with William and Catherine's wedding, we saw her as a proud grandmother. We saw the royal family reunited together. A new energy and vibrancy there.
So that could boost the fan base this week. And a chance this trip could be her last.
I would love to say that we'll see her when she's 90, but I think it's unlikely.
I thought that the last occasion she came, there was an announcement that she wouldn't visit Australia again because it was too far. But she's come back.
Like John Farnham.
Yes.
This could well be her farewell tour.
Will that translate, do you think, into bigger crowds?
I would like to think so, but I think it also depends on what's on the day. If Australians have a better offer on the day, or the weather's not too good, or the traffic's a bit this or that, we may not fight through the crowds.
It's never been easy.